Hi folks, we had a couple questions from people about the Viento, and I'm going to show you from the front so you can see what I'm talking about. What you need to do is you get this close when you're learning it. You line your right shoulder up of the horse with the right front leg of the dummy. Now, you split the loop. We've already been over that. The whole thing is that when you throw it, you've got to let the loop go. Here's the delivery. Turn all the way over, and you know it's about to finish turning over, then you pull it back onto your target. You can see how big the loop is. Turn it over and bring it back. If you don't throw it up in the air and past the dummy, it's not going to work. It needs the time. So now as you start to master it, which means 10 times in a row from 4 feet away, then you get 6 feet away. Now, if I get this far away, I got to know the length of my spoke, and it's all math. When you get tired of missing, you'll pay attention to the math. You're going to swing, go past it, turn it over, and come back. Now that's different than throwing the entire rope. It's a different story. But when you're 20 feet or 30 feet away and you throw it, you still have to go up in the air and past it, let it turn over, and then bring it back. That's the deal on your slack. Now the point is, I want you to watch the slack. I'm going to say the word there when I bring it back. Swing, swing, deliver, bring it back. This goes for the Johnny blocker. Any shot that's in the air, hula hand, that you need to set a trap and bring it back to you. You can go out there a long ways if you want to. Reach way out. Bring it back. Boom. Turn your hand over. A la vuelta. Now we're going to go into the flank shot. Okay, now the flank shot. It's about the highest percentage heel shot there is in the ranch roping. So you can open your hand if you need to let a coil go. If you're up close, it's just one coil is going to leave my hand. There's the flank shot. Okay, now, here's the important part. I'm going to show you what the swing looks like. The swing is a sidearm swing. Now, when all this first started coming out, you kept being told to keep your arm straight. Well, that's not true. You got to bend your elbow and swing with your elbow. If you do it all with your wrist, you're going to ruin your roping. Bend your elbow, point forward, point back, point forward, point back. So, for accuracy, when you're right here, your thumb is already up, you cut across the circle and put the rope over. Cut across, let go, and just as you let go, do that. And now you in fact are going to hang it on the hip. If you stare at the feet, you're going to miss. I'm going to say the word there when I release. There. Okay, now with coils, which is I do most of the time, because on fresh cattle you can't get this close. And there's another advantage to coils. I'll let you know what it is. Coils meaning you got to know how far it is from where you're throwing. If you use coils, you graduate them. Small to medium to large. Now, if you'll use a big loop, which is one reason they call this big loop roping, you can lay the trap on the hip and it'll work going forward or backwards. So if you send the coils, the loop stays open, stays bigger. There. Okay, now the angle, don't be at a 90 degree. Be behind it just a little bit, and that way you can see the hip clear, and it helps place the trap. Now I used a little bigger loop and I only need one coil. But I'm going to throw the same delivery, right there. Now that, my friends, that critter is not going to get away. One way or the other, that thing's going to get caught. Now in some of these fashion shows you go to, they have rules where they dock you for it backing into it, or it's not allowed. I don't know if they still do it or not. Well, guess what? On the ranch, that's 100% legal. Most of you know that, especially yearling heifers, as soon as you neck them, they want to go backwards. So throw your trap like that and they'll back right into it. Now this is a high percentage loop with as many coils as your hand enough to throw. And the whole premise is to lay it over the back. Don't look at the feet. And then I always get the person that says, well, what if you're in the brush country like us, you can't do that. Okay, well, all right, so you're in the brush country. Grass is too high. We don't have a problem with high grass. Our cattle die of disappointment. Now you want to stay out of the grass and don't have to worry about it. Just throw a hula hand and let it back into it. There's your trap. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, for those of you that like trivia, this is not called an O fecal matter strap. It's called a night latch originally, and then over the last 20 years, like everything else, it's been changed. To get down, you can stick in your belt. If I'm in the corral, because my horse isn't going anywhere, I just put it here. That's how you take it off when you step off your horse if you need to take it with you. And if any of you know Victor Cruz, if you want to see one of the smoothest ropers in the state of California, you watch Victor rope. And if you see him, tell him I said hi and I respect what he does. I'm done talking about that. Goodbye.